Yo, what's up guys? It's Vorted. I play FFA all day, every day, and we have another little cut com for you. So I am making this one literally right after the other one that I made on Monday. And so I don't know if the feedback was good or not, but you know, I'm in a hyped up mood because it's Friday and that's when I try to make at least a couple of my videos. So I don't have to be pressured into making videos like every day during the week when I have work and all that stuff. So with this cut com, I want to tell you guys like a little story of when I got pulled over. If you don't know, I can drive because I'm old enough to drive. And so I've been pulled over twice. One time was for speeding, but we'll get into that. It's a story. It's a story. Get ready. And the other time was stupid. So with this story, hang on, this guy's camping over here. Get out of here, boy. The first time getting pulled over. So if you guys don't know, I used to play a lot of golf. And I know you're all like, oh, that's not a sport. Golf's not a sport. Golf's lame, whatever. So anyway, I played a lot of golf. I played in college, I played in high school, I played all sorts of stuff. So I was on my way to a golf tournament, and in a golf tournament you want to get there at least like an hour early, because just to like warm up, you know, hit some practice balls, no, just get warmed up instead of just going right out on the tournament, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm leaving. I'm like an hour early, and I've got the directions printed off because I didn't have a smartphone at the time and I didn't have my GPS working and stuff like that. So I was trying to get there like an hour early, you know, to warm up, make sure you know, I could win the tournament. You know, your boy needs to win some golf tournaments, you know what I mean? I'm driving down there, I've got the directions printed off on a piece of paper. You know, it's like turn right on this road, turn right on that road, turn right on whatever. So I'm going along and there is no road that says, you know, whatever the name was. And I was like, did I miss this? And so I'm like looking at every street name, trying to find it, right? And so when you're looking at the street names, you're not looking at the speed limit signs. Or at least I wasn't. You know, I'm already wasting like 15-20 minutes right here on this trying to find the correct street name, you know what I mean? And so I'm like getting a little nervous because it's like, you know, I got like 40 minutes until I have to, you know, play golf, you know, tee off and stuff like that. So I'm getting a little nervous and I'm driving and I'm looking, and then I go over this little hill and boom, there's a cop, turns on his lights, pulls me over. I was freaked out. Okay, so I just hit a trick shot. Leave a like for that. I'll continue my story in a little bit. Let's watch this real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Better leave a like for that shot.
I go over that hill and there's the cop, you know, boom. Pulls me over, you know, flashing lights. First time being pulled over. So of course, I'm freaking out, you know. I'm all like, oh my gosh. Like, do I have the papers? Do I have this? Do I have this? All that stuff, right? So I'm really worried that I don't have like the papers and all that. So we had all the insurance, we had all the registration and all that stuff. So anyway, so I give him all that and he's like, you know, yeah, you know how fast you were going? And I was like, yeah, I was going 51 and it's a 50-mile-per-hour speed limit, right? And he's like, yeah, you were going 51, but there's a school zone right there. And I'm like, a school zone? Apparently, hang on, let me get out of this situation. There's so many people around here. Okay, let's just miss every bullet. This is just lovely. He was like, you know, there's a school zone over there. And I'm like, no there isn't. And he's like, yeah. And just for like 30 feet. I mean, it was literally nothing, right? I mean, there's a school like half a mile up the road. And it's summer. It's summer. Golf tournament. Like, what are you doing? So anyway, he gives me the ticket for going 16 miles per hour over the speed limit because of that little strip of road that was in a school zone. So anyway, I still don't know where this road is of where I'm supposed to turn to get to my golf tournament. So now I'm way late, like bad. I eventually call my dad. I'm like, Dad, I can't find this road. I've been pulled over and all this. And he's like, you've been pulled over? And I was like, I'll tell you about it later. Just help me find this road. Anyway, he eventually finds the road. It changed the name like last year or some stupid thing. And, you know, MapQuest wasn't updated and all that. So anyway, find the road, get to the golf tournament with like 3 minutes before I had to tee off. And if you're late to tee off, you're disqualified from the tournament and you don't get any money back. So it's like, it's bad to be disqualified, you know what I mean? So anyway, I get there, 3 minutes to play, get no warm-up time, had to just tee off right away.
Your boy still got first place though.
So now let me tell you about the second time that I've been pulled over. It's not as interesting, but it was up in college. I'm just driving around, and as you know from previous stories, I've had my car for like 7 or 8 years. You know, like I got it junior year of high school, had the same car all the way through college, right? So on my car, since it's very old, there is no front license plate holder. You know how like, just go look at your parents' cars or your own car if you have a car. Anyway, so just go look at that car and you'll see there's a front license plate holder and stuff like that. So on my car, there is no spot for that. It's not even like flat. It's like curved and it's weird and all that stuff. So anyway, I didn't put a front license plate on the front of my car because there is no spot for a front license plate. You know what I mean? So I've just been driving around for years with no problem, right? And then I'm driving around up at school one day, la-di-da, going back home, you know, whatever. And then I get pulled over by a cop. And I was like, hang on, sponsor Eagle. And he's all like, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no, I have no idea. I wasn't speeding. He's like, yeah, that's right. You weren't speeding, but you have no front license plate. Okay, I didn't know I was supposed to have one. Yeah, well, you do need to have one. Okay, well, if you look in the front of my car, there is no spot for it. He's like, that's not my problem, okay? I'm like, okay, how am I supposed to put a front license plate on the front of my car if there's no spot for it? It's like triggered, you know, triggered right here. I need to just like make a triggered sign just to put it right here. And he's like, you know, you're gonna have to do it, but I'll let you off with a warning this time because I'm a nice guy. And I'm like, okay, thanks for that, Mr. Officer. You know, I'm not that sarcastic or that tone of voice with officers and stuff, but you know, it's just like, it's annoying sometimes. So after that, after he pulled me over and he, you know, gives me his business card and stuff like that, he's like, call if you have any questions. What would I have questions about? Hey, Mr. Officer, how do I put my front license plate on the front of my car when there's no holder for it? Like, what am I gonna call him about? So I go home, I tell my, you know, roommates about what happened and stuff, and they're all laughing and all that. So I go out there though, and I'm still have the dilemma. I'm like, how do I put my license plate on the front of my car? Because I can't like tape it on, it's gonna just blow off, or someone's just gonna steal it or whatever, you know? So I'm out there and I'm like, okay, what do I have? I need to, hang on, I was just going off right there. Oh my gosh, it's too easy. So anyway, how do I stick this there, you know? And so I ended up, I have shoelaces. I have like these bright orange shoelaces, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm not using these shoelaces, you know, let's use them, whatever. So I tie the license plate to the front of my car, and it's like, you know, I did it with like quadruple loops and, you know, just crazy stuff. I know I'm at 28, don't worry, we're about to get the kill right now, shot when I'm not. So now I go and I'm like, I gotta make sure this is held on, you know, like a couple shoelaces, like that's nothing, you know. So anyway, I go and I get zip ties, so you know, those plastic things that you tie together and all that. I go and get that, and I eventually find a way to, because I didn't have long zip ties, I had just little short ones, so I made like a couple little loop strands together to make it reach around, you know, the thing on the car, yeah, whatever it is. So I do that and I get it all tied on there, and it's still been there to this day, which is like 4 years later now, I think, then it happened. So anyway, it's still holding up, but anyone could really come along and just snip my license plate, you know, and just make away with the license plate, because I'm sure you could sell that for money. I mean, I don't know how much money, but I don't. Yeah, dude, that was a great trick shot. Ooh, did it hit? Nope, he didn't hit. Anyway, that'll wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, check out my last video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you leave a like for that shot, though. That shot was on point.
By unanimous consent, Josh, you will be going into the nerd-off.
I think they know who the hardest working player in this team is.